Every word you speak has power. Power to build trust, or to lose it. Power to inspire, or to be ignored. Great leaders aren't the loudest in the room, they're the clearest. They speak with purpose, they pause with intention, and they make people feel what they say. If you're ready to learn how to speak so others listen, and lead so others follow, hit subscribe, and let's begin. Welcome to Speak Like a Leader: How to Command Respect and Inspire Action. Chapter 1. The Foundations of Commanding Presence. Understanding commanding presence. Commanding presence is an essential quality for any leader who wishes to inspire respect and motivate others. It encompasses a blend of confidence, authority, and charisma that can be felt in any interaction. Leaders with a commanding presence naturally draw attention, making their ideas more persuasive and their leadership more impactful. This quality isn't solely about how one speaks, it also includes body language, eye contact, and the ability to engage an audience effectively. To cultivate a commanding presence, one must first understand the importance of self-awareness. Leaders should be attuned to their strengths and weaknesses, as well as how their behavior is perceived by others. This self-awareness enables them to adjust their communication style and nonverbal cues accordingly. For instance, a leader who recognizes that they tend to speak too softly can consciously work on projecting their voice more assertively in meetings, ensuring their ideas are heard and valued. Nonverbal communication plays a significant role in establishing a commanding presence. Body language, posture, and facial expressions convey messages that can either enhance or detract from a leader's authority. Standing tall, maintaining an open posture, and using deliberate gestures can create an aura of confidence. Additionally, eye contact fosters connection and trust, demonstrating that a leader is engaged and confident in their message. Leaders should practice these nonverbal skills to reinforce their verbal communication. Storytelling is another powerful tool that can enhance a leader's commanding presence. By sharing personal experiences and anecdotes, leaders can make their messages more relatable and memorable. Effective storytelling not only captivates the audience but also helps illustrate key points in a way that resonates emotionally. A leader who can weave a compelling narrative into their communication can inspire action and foster a deeper connection with their team. Lastly, understanding cultural nuances is crucial for leaders in today's global environment. Commanding presence can manifest differently across cultures, and leaders must be adaptable to different communication styles. By being culturally aware and sensitive, leaders can ensure their message is received positively, fostering respect and collaboration in diverse teams. This adaptability is key to maintaining a commanding presence across various contexts and audiences. The role of confidence in leadership. Confidence is a cornerstone of effective leadership. It not only influences how leaders perceive themselves but also how they are perceived by others. Leaders who exude confidence can inspire trust and respect, fostering an environment where team members feel empowered to contribute. This self-assurance allows leaders to navigate challenges and make decisions with clarity, which is crucial in times of uncertainty. In public speaking, confidence translates into a powerful presence that captivates audiences. Women leaders, in particular, may face additional challenges in establishing their authority in traditionally male-dominated environments. By developing strong communication skills and embracing their unique voices, they can project confidence that resonates with their audience. This not only enhances their credibility but also encourages others to follow their lead. Nonverbal communication plays a significant role in conveying confidence. Body language, eye contact, and tone of voice are all vital components that can either reinforce or undermine a leader's message. Leaders who are aware of their nonverbal cues can effectively communicate their confidence, even in remote settings. This is especially important for leaders managing diverse teams across different cultures, where cues may be interpreted differently. Additionally, storytelling techniques can bolster a leader's confidence by helping them connect with their audience on an emotional level. Sharing personal experiences and relatable anecdotes can humanize leaders, making them more approachable and relatable. This connection not only engages the audience but also reinforces the leader's authority, making their messages more impactful. Ultimately, confidence in leadership is about authenticity and self-awareness. Leaders must recognize their strengths and areas for growth, using feedback to enhance their skills continually. By cultivating a confident demeanor, leaders can inspire action and command respect, creating a culture where everyone feels valued and motivated to contribute to shared goals. Overcoming fear and anxiety. Fear and anxiety are common experiences that can hinder effective communication and leadership. For many aspiring leaders, standing in front of an audience can evoke feelings of dread and self-doubt. Understanding these emotions is the first step toward overcoming them. By acknowledging fear and recognizing its role in public speaking, leaders can begin to transform these feelings into powerful tools for connection and engagement. One effective strategy to combat fear is thorough preparation. When leaders invest time in crafting their messages and practicing their delivery, they build confidence in their ability to convey their ideas. This preparation not only reduces anxiety but also enhances clarity and coherence in communication. Furthermore, rehearsing in front of trusted colleagues or friends can provide valuable feedback and alleviate some of the pressure associated with public speaking. Another powerful technique is the use of visualization. Leaders can mentally rehearse their speeches by picturing themselves successfully engaging with their audience. This technique helps to create a positive mindset and instills a sense of control over the situation. By visualizing success, leaders can shift their focus from fear to the impact they wish to have on their listeners, fostering a more confident presence. Additionally, nonverbal communication plays a crucial role in overcoming anxiety. Leaders should be mindful of their body language, facial expressions, and eye contact. By adopting an open and confident posture, leaders can not only influence their own feelings of anxiety but also convey assurance to their audience. Practicing power poses before speaking can also help to boost confidence levels and reduce stress. Finally, embracing vulnerability can be a significant strength in leadership. Sharing personal stories or acknowledging the fear of speaking can create a connection with the audience. This openness fosters a supportive environment, allowing others to relate to the speaker's experiences. When leaders demonstrate authenticity, they inspire trust and engagement, transforming fear into a shared journey of growth and empowerment. Chapter 2. The Power of Voice. Vocal Techniques for Leaders. Effective vocal techniques are essential for leaders who wish to command respect and inspire action. A leader's voice is not just a tool for communication, it is an instrument that can convey authority, empathy, and clarity. Understanding how to modulate pitch, tone, and volume allows leaders to engage their audience and ensure their message resonates. The ability to project confidence through one's voice can significantly influence how others perceive and respond to leadership. One vital aspect of vocal technique is the art of pacing. Leaders should be mindful of their speech rate, as speaking too quickly can lead to misunderstandings, while speaking too slowly may cause listeners to lose interest. A well-timed pause can also enhance the delivery of important points, giving the audience time to absorb the information. By practicing varied pacing, leaders can maintain the attention of their listeners and emphasize key messages effectively. Moreover, clarity is paramount in vocal communication. Leaders must articulate their words clearly, avoiding jargon or overly complex language that may alienate listeners. Utilizing a strong and steady voice can instill confidence in the audience, making it easier for them to follow along with the speaker's ideas. Practicing enunciation and clarity in speech can prevent miscommunication and enhance overall understanding, especially in diverse teams with varying levels of language proficiency. Nonverbal communication plays a significant role in how vocal techniques are perceived. A leader's body language, facial expressions, and gestures can complement their vocal delivery, reinforcing the message being conveyed. For example, maintaining eye contact while speaking can enhance the connection with the audience, while open gestures can convey approachability and confidence. Leaders should be aware of their nonverbal cues to ensure they align with the intentions behind their vocal techniques. Lastly, cultural awareness is crucial for leaders communicating in a global context. Different cultures may interpret vocal cues differently, so it is essential for leaders to adapt their vocal techniques according to the audience's cultural background. By being sensitive to these differences, leaders can foster better understanding and collaboration within their teams. In conclusion, mastering vocal techniques is a vital skill for leaders aiming to enhance their communication effectiveness and inspire action in diverse environments. Pitch, tone, and pace. The pitch, tone, and pace of your speech are fundamental elements that shape how your message is received. Pitch refers to the highness or lowness of your voice, which can convey different emotions and intentions. A higher pitch might express excitement or urgency, while a lower pitch can suggest authority and calmness. Mastering these variations allows you to emphasize important points and keep your audience engaged throughout your presentation. Tone, on the other hand, reflects your attitude towards the subject matter and your audience. It can range from enthusiastic and motivational to serious and contemplative. A positive tone can help to build rapport with your listeners, making them more receptive to your message. For women leaders, who often navigate diverse communication styles, being aware of tone is essential in establishing credibility and presence. Pace is equally important. It involves the speed at which you speak. Speaking too quickly can overwhelm your audience, while a slow pace might cause them to lose interest. Effective speakers vary their pace to create dynamic and engaging presentations. For instance, slowing down during key points allows the audience to absorb the information, while speeding up can convey excitement and urgency, keeping the energy levels high. In the context of remote leadership, being mindful of pitch, tone, and pace becomes even more crucial. Without the visual cues present in face-to-face communication, your voice must carry the weight of your message. Utilizing these vocal techniques can help maintain attention and convey confidence, especially in a virtual environment where distractions are abundant. Lastly, integrating storytelling techniques into your speech can enhance the impact of your pitch, tone, and pace. Stories create emotional connections and can effectively illustrate your points. By varying your voice's pitch and pace while narrating a story, you can captivate your audience, making your message not only more memorable but also more persuasive. Practicing effective delivery. Effective delivery is the cornerstone of impactful communication. Leaders must master the art of conveying their messages in a way that resonates with their audience. This involves not only the words chosen but also the tone, pace, and body language used. By being mindful of these elements, leaders can significantly enhance their ability to engage listeners and command respect. Practicing effective delivery means being aware of how your message is received and adjusting accordingly to ensure clarity and connection. One of the critical aspects of effective delivery is the use of storytelling. Integrating personal anecdotes or relevant narratives can captivate the audience's attention and foster a deeper connection. When leaders share stories, they not only illustrate their points but also make their messages more relatable. This approach can be particularly powerful for women leaders, as it allows them to showcase their unique experiences and perspectives, thereby enhancing their executive presence. Nonverbal communication plays a vital role in how messages are perceived. Leaders must be conscious of their body language, facial expressions, and eye contact, as these nonverbal cues can reinforce or contradict their spoken words. Practicing effective delivery involves honing these nonverbal skills to project confidence and authenticity. For remote team leaders, this may also include adapting to virtual settings, where the nuances of nonverbal communication can be more challenging yet equally important. Cross-cultural communication further complicates the delivery of messages in a globalized environment. Leaders must be aware of cultural differences that may influence how their messages are interpreted. Practicing effective delivery in this context means being adaptable and sensitive to varying communication styles. By doing so, leaders can bridge gaps and foster inclusivity, ensuring that their messages resonate across diverse audiences. In conclusion, practicing effective delivery is essential for leaders who wish to inspire action and command respect. By mastering storytelling techniques, refining nonverbal communication, and being mindful of cultural nuances, leaders can significantly improve their communication skills. This not only enhances their own executive presence but also empowers them to lead more effectively in today's interconnected world. Chapter 3. Crafting your message. Structuring your speech for impact. Structuring your speech for impact begins with a clear and compelling opening. This is your opportunity to capture your audience's attention and set the tone for what is to come. An engaging anecdote or a thought-provoking question can serve as an effective hook. By drawing your audience in from the start, you lay the groundwork for an impactful message that resonates throughout your presentation. Next, it's essential to organize your main points logically. Consider using a structure that flows seamlessly from one point to the next, such as the problem-solution format or chronological order. This helps your audience follow along and understand the connections between your ideas. Each point should build on the previous one, leading to a strong conclusion that reinforces your overall message and calls for action. In addition to content, the use of storytelling techniques can enhance the impact of your speech. Stories evoke emotions and make complex information relatable. Incorporating personal experiences or relevant case studies not only illustrates your points but also helps establish your credibility as a leader. Remember, people are more likely to remember a story than a series of facts, so weave narratives into your speech to create a lasting impression. Nonverbal communication plays a crucial role in how your message is received. Your body language, facial expressions, and vocal delivery can all enhance or detract from your speech's effectiveness. Practicing these elements in tandem with your content ensures that you project confidence and authority. Engaging with your audience through eye contact and gestures can further strengthen your connection and emphasize your key points. Finally, be mindful of your audience's cultural background and communication styles. Tailoring your message to resonate with diverse groups can significantly enhance its impact. Understanding cross-cultural nuances allows you to adapt your speech in a way that respects and engages all participants, fostering an inclusive environment that encourages dialogue and collaboration. By structuring your speech with these considerations in mind, you position yourself as a leader who inspires action and commands respect. The importance of clarity and brevity. In leadership, clarity and brevity are not just desirable traits, they are essential elements of effective communication. Leaders are often tasked with conveying complex ideas to diverse audiences, and the ability to present information clearly and concisely can make the difference between inspiring action and causing confusion. When leaders express their thoughts in a straightforward manner, they foster understanding and engagement among team members, which is crucial in today's fast-paced environments. Furthermore, clarity helps to eliminate ambiguity, which can lead to misunderstandings and hinder progress. When leaders articulate their visions succinctly, they provide a clear roadmap for their teams to follow. This clarity not only enhances the team's ability to execute tasks efficiently but also builds trust as team members feel confident in their understanding of the objectives at hand. In remote environments, where nonverbal cues are limited, the need for clear communication becomes even more pronounced. Brevity is equally important, especially in an age where attention spans are shorter than ever. Leaders who can convey their messages in fewer words often find that they capture their audience's attention more effectively. By stripping away unnecessary jargon and filler, leaders can focus on the core message, making it easier for listeners to absorb and retain the information. The art of brevity requires practice and discipline, but it pays off in the form of more impactful communication. Incorporating storytelling techniques can also enhance clarity and brevity. A well-crafted story can succinctly illustrate complex concepts and evoke emotional responses, making the message more relatable and memorable. Leaders who master the art of storytelling can engage their audiences while maintaining focus on key points, thus achieving both clarity and brevity in their communication. This is particularly useful when addressing diverse teams or leading cross-cultural discussions, where relatability is crucial. Ultimately, the importance of clarity and brevity in leadership communication cannot be overstated. These skills not only enhance understanding but also empower leaders to inspire action and drive results. By prioritizing clear and concise communication, leaders can build strong relationships with their teams, foster collaboration, and navigate the challenges of modern leadership more effectively. Engaging your audience. Engaging your audience is a critical component of effective leadership communication. To command respect and inspire action, leaders must connect with their audience on a personal level, making their messages resonate. This connection can be achieved through storytelling, where leaders share authentic experiences that illustrate their key points. By doing so, they not only capture attention but also foster an emotional connection that motivates listeners to engage more deeply. Nonverbal communication plays a significant role in audience engagement. Leaders should be aware of their body language, eye contact, and facial expressions, as these nonverbal cues can enhance or detract from their message. For instance, maintaining eye contact can convey confidence and sincerity, while open body language invites participation and signals approachability. Leaders who master these nonverbal skills are better positioned to connect with diverse audiences, including those from different cultural backgrounds. In the realm of remote leadership, engaging your audience requires adapting traditional communication strategies to virtual platforms. Utilizing interactive tools and technologies can help maintain engagement during virtual meetings. Asking questions, encouraging participation through polls, and utilizing breakout rooms can foster a collaborative atmosphere, even when team members are physically apart. This level of engagement not only enhances understanding but also builds trust among team members. Moreover, storytelling techniques are essential for establishing executive presence during presentations. Leaders who effectively weave stories into their speeches can illustrate complex ideas in a relatable manner, making their messages more memorable. This approach not only captivates the audience but also reinforces the leader's credibility. By incorporating personal anecdotes or relevant case studies, leaders can elevate their presentations and inspire their audience to take action. Lastly, understanding the nuances of cross-cultural communication is vital for engaging global audiences. Leaders must be aware of cultural differences that influence communication styles and audience expectations. By demonstrating cultural sensitivity and adaptability, leaders can foster inclusivity and respect, ensuring that their messages reach and resonate with a diverse audience. Engaging your audience is not just about the content of your message, it is also about the connections you create and the respect you earn as a leader. Chapter 4. Public Speaking for Women Leaders. Addressing Gender Bias in Communication. Effective communication is a cornerstone of leadership, yet gender bias can significantly hinder women's ability to convey their messages with authority and confidence. Addressing this bias requires awareness of the subtle ways it manifests in language, tone, and body language. Women in leadership often face the challenge of being perceived as less authoritative, which can be exacerbated by societal stereotypes and expectations around communication styles. By understanding these biases, women can take proactive steps to assert their voices and command respect in their interactions. To combat gender bias in communication, it is essential for women leaders to adopt strategies that enhance their presence and authority. This includes being mindful of their vocal delivery, such as the pitch and volume of their speech. Research shows that women are often socialized to speak in a more tentative manner, which can be interpreted as a lack of confidence. By practicing assertive speech patterns and employing techniques like varying vocal tone for emphasis, women can effectively capture attention and convey their message with conviction. Nonverbal communication also plays a critical role in how messages are received. Women leaders should be aware of their body language, posture, and facial expressions, as these elements can either reinforce or undermine their spoken words. Maintaining an open posture, making appropriate eye contact, and using purposeful gestures can help project confidence and credibility. Additionally, understanding cultural differences in nonverbal cues is vital for global leaders who communicate with diverse teams, ensuring that their message is effectively understood across various contexts. Storytelling is another powerful tool for overcoming gender bias in communication. By sharing personal experiences and narratives, women can create a connection with their audience and assert their leadership presence. Storytelling not only engages listeners but also establishes authority by illustrating competence and relatability. Women leaders should harness storytelling techniques to convey their vision and values, making their communication more impactful and memorable. Finally, fostering a culture that encourages open dialogue and feedback can help reduce gender bias in communication within organizations. Leaders must create environments where all voices are valued and diverse perspectives are encouraged. By actively addressing instances of bias and promoting inclusivity, organizations can empower women leaders to communicate effectively, thereby enhancing their leadership potential and driving positive change in their teams. Building authority and credibility. Building authority and credibility is essential for any leader who wishes to inspire action and command respect. Authority stems not only from one's position but also from the ability to communicate effectively and connect with others. Leaders must cultivate an image of reliability and expertise, which can be achieved through consistent messaging, transparency, and demonstrated knowledge in their field. Establishing this foundation allows leaders to be seen as trustworthy figures who others will naturally turn to for guidance. One effective way to enhance credibility is through storytelling. By sharing personal experiences and relevant anecdotes during presentations, leaders can make complex ideas more relatable and engaging. This technique not only illustrates their expertise but also humanizes them, allowing audiences to connect on a deeper level. When leaders share their challenges and successes, they create an emotional bond that reinforces their authority and inspires others to follow their vision. Nonverbal communication plays a critical role in building authority as well. Leaders must be mindful of their body language, eye contact, and overall presence. A confident posture, steady eye contact, and open gestures can convey assurance and decisiveness. These nonverbal cues often communicate more than words, reinforcing the leader's message and enhancing their credibility. By mastering these elements, leaders can ensure that their verbal communication is supported by a strong and trustworthy presence. In a global context, cross-cultural communication becomes vital for leaders aiming to establish authority across diverse teams. Understanding cultural nuances and adapting communication styles accordingly can significantly enhance a leader's effectiveness. By showing respect for different perspectives and embracing diversity, leaders can build credibility not just within their immediate teams but across international borders. This inclusivity fosters a collaborative environment where all voices are valued, further solidifying the leader's position as a credible authority. Ultimately, building authority and credibility is a continuous process that requires self-awareness, adaptability, and commitment. Leaders must actively seek feedback and be willing to learn from their experiences. By maintaining authenticity and demonstrating genuine concern for their teams, they can cultivate a lasting reputation that commands respect and inspires action. In today's rapidly changing world, those leaders who prioritize credibility will be the ones who effectively lead their teams toward success. Strategies for empowerment. Empowerment in leadership is not just about authority, it's about fostering an environment where individuals feel capable and valued. Women leaders, in particular, must navigate unique challenges that require them to build confidence not only in themselves but also in their teams. By employing specific strategies, they can create a culture of empowerment that encourages open communication and collaboration. This approach not only enhances team dynamics but also strengthens the overall effectiveness of leadership. Chapter 5. Communication Skills for Remote Team Leaders. Adapting communication for virtual settings. In today's increasingly virtual landscape, effective communication has become more critical than ever for leaders. Adapting your communication style to fit virtual settings requires an understanding of the unique challenges and opportunities presented by digital platforms. It's essential to be aware of the technical aspects of virtual communication, such as audio quality, video clarity, and the overall user interface, as these elements significantly impact the audience's engagement and comprehension. Leaders must also consider how to create a connection with their audience despite the physical distance, fostering an environment where everyone feels valued and heard. Nonverbal communication plays a vital role in virtual interactions, albeit in a different form than in face-to-face settings. Leaders should be mindful of their body language, facial expressions, and eye contact, even when speaking through a screen. These nonverbal cues can establish trust and authority, helping to maintain a strong executive presence. Moreover, the use of visual aids, such as slides or videos, can enhance understanding and retention of information, making it easier for leaders to convey their messages effectively. Storytelling remains a powerful tool in virtual communication, as it can evoke emotions and create a sense of connection among remote team members. By sharing personal anecdotes or relevant case studies, leaders can illustrate their points more vividly and engage their audience on a deeper level. This technique not only enhances the message but also reinforces the leader's credibility and relatability, making them more approachable and inspiring. Cultural awareness is also crucial when communicating in diverse virtual environments. Leaders must be sensitive to the cultural backgrounds of their team members, as this influences communication styles, interpretations, and responses. By fostering an inclusive atmosphere that respects and values diverse perspectives, leaders can enhance collaboration and innovation within their teams. This approach not only strengthens relationships but also enables leaders to navigate cross-cultural challenges more effectively. Finally, feedback mechanisms should be integrated into virtual communication strategies. Encouraging open dialogue and soliciting input from team members can help leaders gauge the effectiveness of their communication efforts. Utilizing tools such as polls, surveys, or breakout discussions can facilitate this exchange of ideas, ensuring that everyone has the opportunity to contribute. By continuously adapting and refining their communication approach, leaders can enhance their influence and inspire action in virtual settings. Tools and techniques for engagement. Engagement is a crucial element in effective leadership communication. To truly connect with your audience, whether in person or virtually, utilizing the right tools and techniques is essential. Leaders must leverage technology and interactive methods to foster a sense of involvement among team members. This engagement not only enhances understanding but also encourages a collaborative environment, vital for achieving organizational goals. One of the most effective tools for engagement is storytelling. By weaving personal anecdotes or relevant narratives into presentations, leaders can capture the attention of their audience and make complex ideas more relatable. This technique not only helps in retaining information but also fosters emotional connections, which are instrumental in leadership. Women leaders, in particular, can harness storytelling to assert their presence and resonate with diverse audiences, breaking down barriers that often exist in traditional communication. In addition to storytelling, nonverbal communication plays a significant role in how messages are perceived. Leaders should be mindful of their body language, eye contact, and facial expressions, as these nonverbal cues can greatly influence audience engagement. For remote team leaders, mastering the art of virtual presence is key. Using tools like video conferencing effectively can help maintain the same level of engagement as in-person meetings. This is especially important in a global context where cross-cultural communication can vary widely. Interactive techniques such as polls, Q&A sessions, and breakout discussions can significantly enhance engagement. These methods provide opportunities for audience participation, making the experience more dynamic and less one-sided. Leaders should not shy away from soliciting feedback and encouraging dialogue, as this can lead to deeper insights and a more invested team. By incorporating these techniques, leaders can create an atmosphere where ideas flow freely and innovation thrives. Ultimately, the combination of these tools and techniques forms a comprehensive approach to engagement. Leaders who embrace storytelling, nonverbal communication, and interactive methods can command respect and inspire action among their teams. By continuously refining these skills, leaders not only enhance their own effectiveness but also empower those around them to contribute actively to the mission of the organization. Fostering team cohesion from a distance. In today's increasingly digital world, fostering team cohesion from a distance has become both a challenge and a necessity for leaders. Effective communication is the backbone of team unity, especially when members are spread across different locations. Leaders must prioritize regular check-ins and virtual meetings to maintain open lines of communication, ensuring that all team members feel heard and valued. This consistent interaction not only promotes transparency but also helps in building trust among team members, which is crucial for maintaining a cohesive unit. Nonverbal communication plays a significant role in remote interactions. Leaders should be aware of how their body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions can impact the team's perception of their message. Video calls provide an opportunity to showcase these nonverbal cues, allowing leaders to convey empathy and engagement. By being mindful of their own communication styles, leaders can foster a more inclusive environment where team members feel comfortable expressing their thoughts and ideas. Storytelling is another powerful tool that can be harnessed to strengthen team cohesion from afar. By sharing personal experiences and insights, leaders can connect with their team on a deeper level. This approach not only makes the communication more relatable but also inspires team members to share their own stories, fostering a sense of belonging and community. Encouraging storytelling can lead to stronger relationships and a more united team dynamic. Cross-cultural communication is essential in remote teams, especially in a global environment. Leaders should strive to understand the cultural backgrounds of their team members and how these may influence communication styles and preferences. By promoting cultural awareness and sensitivity, leaders can create an environment where diversity is celebrated and every voice is valued. This understanding can enhance collaboration and innovation within the team, as diverse perspectives lead to more creative solutions. Finally, leaders should leverage technology to create opportunities for team bonding and engagement. Virtual team building activities, casual coffee chats, and collaborative projects can help break down barriers and foster a sense of camaraderie. By utilizing various digital tools and platforms, leaders can ensure that their team remains connected and engaged, regardless of physical distance. This proactive approach to team cohesion can lead to increased motivation, productivity, and overall success in achieving team goals. Chapter 6. Storytelling Techniques for Executive Presence. The Art of Storytelling in Leadership. Storytelling is a powerful tool in leadership that transcends mere communication. It allows leaders to share their vision, values, and experiences in a way that resonates deeply with their audience. When leaders harness the art of storytelling, they create a connection with their team, fostering an environment of trust and engagement. This emotional bond can significantly enhance team dynamics and motivation, making storytelling an essential skill for effective leaders. In public speaking, especially for women leaders, storytelling can serve as a unique differentiator. It provides an opportunity to showcase authenticity and vulnerability, which can often be powerful in male-dominated environments. Women leaders can use personal narratives to illustrate their journeys, overcoming obstacles, and achieving success, which can inspire others to follow suit. The ability to tell one's story effectively not only boosts confidence but also amplifies the leader's voice in any setting. For remote team leaders, the challenge lies in conveying their message without the benefit of face-to-face interaction. Storytelling can bridge this gap by adding a human touch to virtual communication. By sharing anecdotes or case studies, leaders can create relatable contexts that make their messages more impactful. These stories can foster a sense of belonging and unity, ensuring that team members feel connected despite physical distances. Nonverbal communication plays a crucial role in storytelling as well. A leader's body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions can significantly affect how stories are received. By mastering nonverbal cues, leaders can enhance their storytelling, making it more engaging and persuasive. This skill not only aids in delivering messages effectively but also in embodying the emotions associated with the stories they share, further solidifying their leadership presence. Lastly, storytelling in a cross-cultural context requires sensitivity and adaptability. Different cultures may interpret narratives in varied ways, so leaders must be mindful of their audience's backgrounds and experiences. By tailoring stories to resonate across cultures, leaders can foster inclusivity and respect. This adaptability enhances a leader's ability to communicate effectively in a globalized environment, ensuring that their message is understood and appreciated by diverse audiences. Elements of a compelling story. Every compelling story begins with a clear purpose. When crafting your narrative, it's essential to understand what message you want to convey and why it matters. This purpose will guide your storytelling choices, ensuring that each element aligns with your overall goals. Whether you aim to inspire, inform, or persuade, clarity of purpose helps capture your audience's attention and keeps them engaged throughout the story. Character development is another crucial element of storytelling. Characters serve as the vehicle through which the audience relates to the narrative. In leadership communication, your characters might be yourself, your team members, or even customers. By creating relatable and authentic characters, you foster an emotional connection with your audience, allowing them to see the human side of leadership and understand the stakes involved. Conflict is an inherent part of any compelling story. It introduces challenges that characters must overcome, creating tension and interest. In a leadership context, conflict can arise from various sources, such as organizational change, differing opinions, or external pressures. Effectively presenting conflict not only makes your story more engaging but also demonstrates your problem-solving skills and resilience as a leader, showcasing how you navigate challenges and drive solutions. The resolution of the story is where the magic happens. This is the moment when the conflict is resolved, and lessons are learned. In leadership storytelling, it's essential to highlight the outcomes and insights gained from the journey. This resolution not only reinforces your message but also leaves a lasting impression on your audience, inspiring them to take action or change their perspective based on your experiences. Finally, the delivery of your story plays a significant role in its impact. Nonverbal communication, such as body language, tone, and facial expressions, can enhance your storytelling and convey authenticity. For leaders, mastering these elements is vital, especially in a remote or cross-cultural context. By delivering your story with confidence and passion, you can command respect and inspire action, making your narrative truly compelling. Using stories to inspire action. In the realm of leadership, stories serve as powerful tools to inspire action and foster connections. When leaders share personal anecdotes or relevant narratives, they engage their audience on an emotional level, making complex ideas more relatable and memorable. This technique is especially important for women leaders who may face additional challenges in commanding attention and respect in traditionally male-dominated environments. By weaving stories into their communication, they can highlight their unique perspectives and experiences, thus establishing credibility and trust among their teams. Effective storytelling also enhances public speaking skills, particularly for remote team leaders who must convey messages without the benefit of in-person engagement. Through captivating narratives, leaders can bridge the gap created by physical distance, ensuring that their messages resonate regardless of the medium. Incorporating relatable characters and struggles within stories allows leaders to illustrate their vision and values, promoting a shared sense of purpose among team members, whether they are in the same office or spread across the globe. Moreover, storytelling techniques can significantly bolster executive presence. Leaders who master the art of storytelling are often seen as more authentic and approachable, qualities that are critical in inspiring action. By sharing stories that reflect their journey, challenges, and triumphs, leaders can motivate their teams to overcome obstacles and embrace change. This approach not only cultivates a positive organizational culture but also encourages team members to contribute their own stories, fostering a sense of belonging and engagement. Nonverbal communication plays a crucial role in storytelling as well. Leaders must be aware of their body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice when delivering stories. These nonverbal cues can enhance the emotional impact of the narrative, helping to draw the audience in and maintain their interest. For leaders communicating across cultures, being mindful of how stories are perceived in different contexts can also enhance cross-cultural communication, ensuring that the intended message is effectively conveyed and received. In conclusion, using stories to inspire action is an invaluable skill for leaders, especially in today's diverse and dynamic environment. By integrating storytelling into their leadership practices, They can build stronger connections with their teams, foster engagement, and inspire meaningful action. As leaders continue to evolve in their communication strategies, the art of storytelling will remain a pivotal element in their journey to command respect and inspire those around them. Chapter 7. Nonverbal Communication in Leadership. Understanding Body Language. Body language is a powerful tool in communication, especially for leaders who seek to inspire and command respect. Understanding the nuances of nonverbal cues can significantly enhance a leader's effectiveness. For instance, posture can convey confidence or insecurity, while gestures can emphasize points or distract from them. Leaders who are attuned to these subtle signals can better connect with their audience, making their messages more impactful. One of the key aspects of body language is eye contact, which serves as a bridge between speakers and listeners. Maintaining appropriate eye contact can signify engagement and sincerity, while avoiding it may suggest disinterest or dishonesty. Leaders should practice balancing eye contact to establish rapport and trust with their audience, ensuring that they feel heard and valued during interactions. Facial expressions also play a crucial role in conveying emotions and intentions. A smile can foster a welcoming atmosphere, while a frown may create barriers. Leaders must be aware of their facial expressions, ensuring they align with their verbal messages. This alignment is essential in building credibility and authenticity, as inconsistencies between words and expressions can lead to confusion or mistrust. Moreover, cultural differences can affect the interpretation of body language. What may be considered a positive gesture in one culture could be offensive in another. Leaders operating in a global environment must educate themselves on these differences to communicate effectively across diverse teams. This cultural awareness not only enhances communication but also fosters inclusivity and respect among team members. In conclusion, mastering body language is vital for leaders who wish to communicate effectively and inspire action. By being mindful of their own nonverbal cues and understanding the signals of others, leaders can enhance their influence and authority. As they navigate the complexities of communication, they should remember that their body language speaks volumes, often louder than their words. The impact of facial expressions. Facial expressions are a powerful tool in communication, especially for leaders who aim to inspire and command respect. They serve as a nonverbal language that can convey emotions more effectively than words alone. For women leaders and remote team leaders, understanding and harnessing facial expressions can significantly enhance their ability to connect with their audience and team members. A leader's facial expression can influence perceptions, create engagement, and foster trust among team members, making it essential to be aware of how one presents themselves visually. In public speaking, the impact of facial expressions cannot be underestimated. When delivering a speech, a leader's facial expressions can emphasize key points and add depth to their message. For instance, a smile can convey warmth and approachability, while a furrowed brow may indicate concern or seriousness. By aligning facial expressions with the spoken word, leaders can reinforce their messages, making them more memorable and impactful for their audience. This synergy between verbal and nonverbal communication is particularly crucial in storytelling, where emotions play a vital role in engaging listeners. Moreover, facial expressions play a critical role in cross-cultural communication. Different cultures interpret facial cues in unique ways, and leaders must navigate these nuances to avoid misunderstandings. For example, a smile may be seen as a sign of friendliness in one culture but could be interpreted differently in another. Therefore, leaders must be culturally aware and adapt their facial expressions accordingly to ensure their messages resonate across diverse groups. This cultural sensitivity enhances a leader's executive presence and fosters a more inclusive environment. In remote communication, where nonverbal cues are often diminished, facial expressions can bridge the gap. Video conferencing tools allow leaders to express emotions visually, making interactions feel more personal and engaging. Leaders who use facial expressions effectively in virtual settings can foster a sense of connection and camaraderie, vital for remote teams. This adaptation of nonverbal communication in the digital age highlights the importance of being aware of one's expressions and the messages they convey, even through a screen. In conclusion, the impact of facial expressions is profound in leadership communication. From enhancing public speaking to navigating cross-cultural interactions, leaders must recognize the significance of their nonverbal cues. By mastering facial expressions, leaders can improve their communication skills, create stronger connections with their teams, and elevate their overall executive presence. As we explore the nuances of communication, let us not underestimate the power of a simple smile or frown in our quest to lead effectively and inspire action. Utilizing space and movement. In the realm of effective leadership, the ability to utilize space and movement can significantly enhance your presence and impact. Leaders who understand the dynamics of their physical environment can command attention and convey confidence. Whether standing at a podium or engaging in a small group discussion, your movement should align with your message, reinforcing the ideas you wish to communicate. By mastering the art of purposeful movement, you can create a connection with your audience that transcends words. Body language plays a crucial role in nonverbal communication, and leaders must be aware of how their movements influence perceptions. When you occupy space confidently, it sends a signal of authority and assurance. For instance, standing tall with an open posture can invite engagement and encourage dialogue, while pacing can be used strategically to emphasize key points. Understanding how to effectively use space not only enhances your leadership presence but also makes your communication more impactful. Moreover, cultural considerations are essential when utilizing space in communication. Different cultures have varying norms regarding personal space and body language. A leader's ability to adapt their movement and spatial awareness to suit diverse audiences can foster inclusivity and respect. For global leaders, this adaptability is particularly vital, as it can bridge communication gaps and enhance collaboration across cultures. Recognizing and respecting these differences strengthens your executive presence and inspires trust among your team. In addition to physical space, the concept of movement extends to the emotional and psychological space you create with your audience. Engaging storytelling techniques can help to draw your listeners in, making them feel part of the narrative. When leaders move seamlessly between personal anecdotes and broader themes, they facilitate a shared experience that resonates on a deeper level. This emotional connection encourages action and inspires loyalty, as people are more inclined to follow leaders who make them feel seen and valued. Finally, remember that the effectiveness of your movement lies in its authenticity. Leaders who are genuine in their approach to space and movement are more likely to inspire trust and respect. Practice being aware of your body language and how it aligns with your verbal messages. By embracing your unique style and being intentional with your movements, you can enhance your leadership capabilities and create a lasting impact on those you lead. Chapter 8. Cross-cultural communication for global leaders. Navigating cultural differences. In today's interconnected world, navigating cultural differences is essential for effective leadership. Leaders must recognize that communication styles, values, and expectations can vary significantly across cultures. Understanding these nuances fosters respect and collaboration, enabling leaders to connect with diverse teams. This understanding is particularly critical for women leaders, who may face additional challenges in asserting their authority in cross-cultural contexts. One of the key aspects of cross-cultural communication is awareness of nonverbal cues. Gestures, facial expressions, and posture can convey different meanings in various cultures. For instance, maintaining eye contact may be seen as a sign of confidence in some cultures, while in others, it can be perceived as disrespectful. Leaders who are attuned to these differences can avoid misunderstandings and build a more inclusive environment for their teams. Storytelling is another powerful tool for bridging cultural divides. By sharing personal anecdotes that resonate across cultures, leaders can create a sense of shared experience and understanding. Effective storytelling not only captivates audiences but also serves as a means of illustrating values and principles that transcend cultural boundaries. This technique is particularly effective in inspiring action and fostering a sense of belonging among team members from diverse backgrounds. In remote teams, cultural differences can become even more pronounced due to the lack of face-to-face interaction. Leaders must consciously cultivate an environment where all team members feel valued and heard. Regular check-ins, inclusive language, and recognition of cultural holidays can help bridge gaps and enhance team cohesion. By prioritizing open communication, leaders can ensure that all voices are represented and respected, regardless of cultural background. Ultimately, navigating cultural differences is not just about avoiding pitfalls, it is about leveraging diversity to drive innovation and success. Leaders who embrace cultural differences can inspire their teams and create a dynamic atmosphere of creativity and collaboration. By developing cultural intelligence, leaders position themselves to command respect and inspire action in an increasingly globalized world. Effective communication strategies across cultures. Effective communication across cultures is essential for leaders who wish to inspire action and command respect. Different cultures have unique communication styles, and understanding these differences can foster better relationships and minimize misunderstandings. For instance, while some cultures value directness and clarity, others may prefer a more indirect approach. Leaders must adapt their communication strategies to align with the cultural expectations of their audience, ensuring that their messages are received as intended. Nonverbal communication plays a significant role in cross-cultural interactions. Gestures, facial expressions, and body language can vary greatly from one culture to another, and what may be considered a positive gesture in one culture could be offensive in another. Leaders should be aware of these differences and strive to observe the nonverbal cues of their audience. This awareness not only enhances understanding but also demonstrates respect for the cultural norms of others, reinforcing a leader's credibility. Storytelling is a powerful tool in effective communication, especially in a multicultural context. By sharing stories that reflect cultural values and experiences, leaders can connect with their audience on a deeper level. Tailoring stories to resonate with diverse backgrounds can foster empathy and understanding, making the communication more impactful. Leaders should strive to incorporate culturally relevant examples and narratives that reflect the diversity of their team or audience, thereby enhancing engagement and relatability. Listening is another critical component of effective cross-cultural communication. Active listening entails being fully present and engaged in the conversation, which can help leaders understand the perspectives of others. By encouraging open dialogue and asking questions, leaders can create an environment where team members feel valued and heard. This approach not only builds trust but also enhances collaboration among team members from different cultural backgrounds. In conclusion, effective communication strategies across cultures require adaptability, awareness, and sensitivity. Leaders must recognize the importance of both verbal and nonverbal communication, utilize storytelling to connect with diverse audiences, and practice active listening to foster inclusivity. By embracing these strategies, leaders can enhance their ability to inspire action and command respect in an increasingly globalized world. Building global relationships. In today's interconnected world, building global relationships is essential for effective leadership. Leaders must recognize that communication transcends geographical boundaries and cultural differences. Establishing rapport with individuals from diverse backgrounds can lead to innovative ideas, increased collaboration, and a more comprehensive understanding of global markets. This requires not only verbal communication skills but also an awareness of nonverbal cues that vary across cultures. Effective global leaders invest time in understanding the cultures of their counterparts. This involves researching and appreciating cultural norms, values, and communication styles. For instance, while some cultures may value directness, others may prioritize diplomacy and indirect communication. By being sensitive to these differences, leaders can foster trust and respect, making it easier to navigate complex negotiations and partnerships. Storytelling is a powerful tool in building global relationships. By sharing personal anecdotes and experiences, leaders can create emotional connections with their audience. This approach not only humanizes the leader but also makes their message more relatable across cultures. A well-crafted story can bridge gaps, spark interest, and inspire action by resonating with shared values and aspirations. Nonverbal communication plays a crucial role in cross-cultural interactions. Gestures, facial expressions, and body language can convey messages that words may not fully express. Leaders should be mindful of their nonverbal signals and how they may be interpreted differently by various cultures. For instance, maintaining eye contact is seen as a sign of confidence in many cultures, while in others, it may be perceived as disrespectful. Ultimately, building global relationships requires ongoing effort and adaptability. Leaders must be willing to learn from their experiences and remain open to feedback. By cultivating a mindset that values diversity and encourages collaboration, leaders can not only enhance their own effectiveness but also inspire those around them to embrace a global perspective. This commitment to understanding and connecting with others will pave the way for successful leadership in an increasingly interconnected world. Chapter 9. Mastering Audience Engagement. Techniques for captivating your audience. Captivating your audience is an essential skill for any leader who wishes to inspire action and command respect. One of the most effective techniques for doing so is through storytelling. When you weave personal anecdotes or relevant narratives into your speeches, you not only engage your listeners but also make your message more relatable. This connection can evoke emotions, making your audience more receptive to your ideas and encouraging them to take action. Another crucial technique is to pay attention to your nonverbal communication. Body language, facial expressions, and eye contact can significantly enhance your message. For instance, maintaining eye contact fosters a sense of trust and connection with your audience. Similarly, using purposeful gestures can emphasize key points and keep your audience attentive. Leaders who are aware of their nonverbal cues can create an atmosphere of confidence and engagement, further captivating their listeners. Moreover, adapting your communication style to suit the cultural backgrounds of your audience can make a significant difference. Cross-cultural communication skills are essential in today's globalized world. By understanding the cultural nuances and preferences of your audience, you can tailor your message to resonate more deeply. This not only shows respect for diverse perspectives but also enhances your ability to inspire and lead effectively. Additionally, incorporating interactive elements into your presentation can significantly enhance audience engagement. Techniques such as asking open-ended questions, encouraging group discussions, or using polls can create a dynamic environment where the audience feels involved. This level of interaction not only keeps the audience attentive but also fosters a sense of community and collaboration, which is vital for effective leadership. Finally, practice is key to mastering these techniques. Rehearsing your speeches allows you to refine your storytelling, nonverbal communication, and interactive strategies. Moreover, seeking feedback from peers or mentors can provide valuable insights into areas for improvement. By continuously honing these skills, you will become more adept at captivating your audience, ultimately leading to more impactful leadership. Handling questions and feedback. Handling questions and feedback is a crucial aspect of effective leadership communication. Leaders who can engage with their audience by addressing inquiries and responding to feedback not only build trust but also foster an environment of open dialogue. This is particularly important in public speaking and remote team leadership, where clarity and engagement can significantly influence team dynamics and decision-making processes. When faced with questions, the first step is to approach them with a positive attitude. Acknowledging the value of questions encourages team members to share their thoughts openly. This can be especially empowering for women leaders, who may face additional challenges in commanding respect. By demonstrating patience and enthusiasm in responding, leaders can create a safe space for conversation, encouraging diverse perspectives to be shared. Feedback, whether positive or negative, should be viewed as a gift that can drive improvement. Leaders must cultivate the skill of receiving feedback gracefully, ensuring that their responses are constructive and appreciative. This not only enhances their credibility but also sets an example for their teams on how to engage in meaningful discussions. Embracing feedback helps leaders to refine their communication skills and adapt their strategies in a rapidly changing environment. Nonverbal communication plays a significant role when handling questions and feedback. The way a leader carries themselves during these interactions can convey confidence and openness. Maintaining eye contact, using affirmative gestures, and displaying an inviting posture are all nonverbal cues that can enhance the leader's message. This is especially relevant in cross-cultural contexts, where body language can vary greatly, and understanding these nuances is key to effective leadership. Ultimately, the ability to handle questions and feedback effectively is a hallmark of strong leadership. It reflects a leader's commitment to continuous improvement and respect for their team's contributions. By embracing these interactions as opportunities for growth, leaders can inspire action and foster a culture of collaboration that drives their organization forward. Creating interactive experiences. Creating interactive experiences is essential for leaders who aspire to engage and inspire their teams. By integrating elements that promote participation, leaders can foster a dynamic environment where ideas flourish and collaboration thrives. This approach not only enhances the communication process but also empowers team members to voice their thoughts and contribute to discussions, making them feel valued and recognized. One effective method of creating interactivity is through storytelling, a powerful tool for leaders. By sharing personal anecdotes or relevant case studies, leaders can captivate their audience, drawing them into the narrative. This not only helps to illustrate key points but also encourages listeners to relate to the story, prompting them to engage in conversations and share their own experiences, thus creating a two-way dialogue. Additionally, incorporating technology into presentations can significantly enhance interactivity. Tools such as live polls, Q&A sessions, and collaborative platforms allow team members to participate actively, regardless of their location. For remote team leaders, this is particularly important, as it bridges the gap between in-person and virtual interactions, ensuring that every voice is heard and valued. Nonverbal communication also plays a crucial role in creating interactive experiences. Leaders should be mindful of their body language, eye contact, and facial expressions, as these nonverbal cues can either invite engagement or create barriers. By demonstrating openness and enthusiasm through their physical presence, leaders can encourage team members to engage more freely and confidently in discussions. In summary, creating interactive experiences is about fostering an inclusive environment where communication flows smoothly. By leveraging storytelling, technology, and nonverbal cues, leaders can inspire action and command respect effectively. Ultimately, when team members feel engaged and empowered, they are more likely to contribute positively and collaboratively towards common goals. Chapter 10. Practicing Leadership Communication. Developing a Personal Communication Style. Developing a personal communication style is essential for leaders who wish to command respect and inspire action. A unique style not only reflects one's personality but also creates a connection with the audience. By understanding and refining your own communication style, you can enhance your effectiveness as a leader, making your messages more relatable and impactful. This process involves self-awareness, practice, and an openness to feedback, which are crucial in honing one's skills over time. To begin, self-awareness is the cornerstone of developing a personal communication style. Leaders must first identify their strengths and weaknesses in communication. This can be achieved through self-reflection and by seeking input from trusted colleagues or mentors. Recognizing how others perceive your communication can provide valuable insights. Additionally, understanding your audience is vital. Different groups may respond better to varying styles, and adapting accordingly can strengthen your message. Practice is another critical component in this development process. Engaging in public speaking opportunities, whether in formal settings or casual gatherings, allows you to experiment with different techniques and styles. Practicing storytelling techniques can be particularly beneficial, as stories resonate on an emotional level and can illustrate your points effectively. As you find what works best for you, you'll begin to develop a style that feels authentic and comfortable, making it easier to connect with your audience. Feedback plays an essential role in refining your communication style. After delivering a presentation or engaging in a discussion, actively seek constructive criticism from peers or mentors. This feedback can reveal aspects of your communication that may require adjustment. Incorporating this input helps in evolving your style and ensures that you remain adaptable in various contexts, which is particularly important for remote team leaders who may face unique challenges in virtual communication. Lastly, remember that developing a personal communication style is an ongoing journey. As you grow and encounter new experiences, your style may naturally evolve. Embrace this evolution and remain open to learning from every interaction. By continually enhancing your communication skills, you not only improve your leadership presence but also inspire others to find their own authentic voices, fostering a culture of effective communication within your team. Role-playing and simulation exercises. Role-playing and simulation exercises are powerful tools in developing effective communication skills, especially for leaders aiming to inspire action. These activities allow individuals to step into various roles and scenarios, enabling them to practice their public speaking and interpersonal skills in a safe environment. By simulating real-life situations, participants can experience the dynamics of leadership communication firsthand, which is essential for mastering the art of persuasion and influence. In a role-playing scenario, leaders can experiment with different communication styles and approaches to see what resonates best with their audience. This practice not only builds confidence but also enhances the ability to adapt messages to suit diverse groups, an essential skill for women leaders and those working with remote teams. The feedback received during these exercises can be invaluable, allowing individuals to refine their techniques and improve their overall effectiveness. Simulation exercises can also incorporate storytelling techniques, which are crucial for establishing an executive presence. By crafting narratives that connect with listeners on an emotional level, leaders can inspire action and foster a sense of camaraderie within their teams. Practicing these storytelling methods in a controlled environment helps leaders understand how to convey their messages more compellingly, ensuring their ideas resonate with a wide audience. Nonverbal communication plays a significant role in how messages are received, and role-playing provides the perfect opportunity to explore this aspect. Leaders can practice body language, facial expressions, and eye contact, all of which contribute to their overall presence. By focusing on these nonverbal cues during simulation exercises, individuals can learn to project confidence and authority, crucial traits for effective leadership. Finally, cross-cultural communication is an increasingly important aspect of leadership in today's globalized world. Role-playing scenarios can introduce participants to different cultural perspectives, helping them navigate the complexities of communication across diverse backgrounds. This exposure is essential for leaders who seek to build inclusive teams and foster collaboration among members with varying experiences and viewpoints. By engaging in these exercises, leaders not only enhance their communication skills but also prepare themselves to lead more effectively in an interconnected environment. Continuous improvement and feedback. Continuous improvement is a cornerstone of effective leadership, particularly in the realm of communication. Leaders who actively seek feedback create an environment where open dialogue is encouraged and team members feel valued. This culture not only enhances individual performance but also fosters a collaborative atmosphere, enabling teams to thrive. By prioritizing continuous improvement, leaders set a standard that motivates everyone to aspire to greater heights in their communication skills. Feedback plays a vital role in the journey of becoming a more effective communicator. It enables leaders to understand how their messages are received and interpreted. Constructive feedback highlights areas for growth, while positive reinforcement acknowledges strengths. By regularly soliciting feedback from peers and team members, leaders can fine-tune their communication techniques, making necessary adjustments to align their style with the needs of their audience. In the context of public speaking, continuous improvement can significantly impact a leader's ability to connect with their audience. Engaging storytelling, for instance, requires constant refinement based on audience reactions and feedback. Leaders should practice their speeches in front of trusted colleagues and seek their input on content, delivery, and body language. This iterative process not only builds confidence but also ensures that the leader's message resonates effectively with diverse audiences. Nonverbal communication is another crucial element that benefits from continuous improvement. Leaders must be mindful of their body language, facial expressions, and eye contact, as these nonverbal cues often communicate more than spoken words. Regularly assessing and refining these aspects through honest feedback can help leaders project confidence and authority. Developing an awareness of one's nonverbal signals can enhance a leader's presence and influence, particularly in cross-cultural settings where interpretations of body language may vary. Ultimately, the commitment to continuous improvement and feedback reflects a leader's dedication to personal and professional growth. In an ever-evolving global landscape, leaders who embrace this philosophy will not only enhance their own communication skills but also inspire their teams to do the same. By fostering a culture of continuous feedback, leaders pave the way for innovation, collaboration, and lasting success in their organizations. Chapter 11. Putting it all together. Creating a leadership communication plan. Creating a leadership communication plan is essential for any leader looking to enhance their influence and effectiveness. This plan serves as a strategic framework that outlines how to communicate with various stakeholders, ensuring that messages are clear, consistent, and impactful. By establishing a communication plan, leaders can foster a culture of transparency and trust, which is vital for team cohesion and success. Moreover, it allows leaders to anticipate challenges and respond proactively, rather than reactively, to communication needs as they arise. The first step in crafting a communication plan is to identify the key audiences. Understanding who you need to communicate with, be it team members, executives, or external stakeholders, is crucial. Each audience may require different messaging and channels. For example, remote team leaders may benefit from more frequent virtual check-ins, while cross-cultural communication strategies may need to be tailored to respect diverse backgrounds and perspectives. This targeted approach ensures that messages resonate and foster a connection with each group. Next, leaders should establish the goals of their communication plan. Are you aiming to inform, persuade, or inspire action? Clear objectives guide the content and tone of your communications. For instance, if the goal is to inspire action, storytelling techniques can be particularly effective. Leaders can share personal anecdotes or success stories that demonstrate the impact of a shared vision. This not only engages the audience but also reinforces the leader's credibility and relatability. Additionally, nonverbal communication plays a significant role in how messages are perceived. A leadership communication plan should include strategies for effective body language, eye contact, and active listening. These nonverbal cues reinforce spoken words and help build rapport with the audience. Leaders who are aware of their nonverbal signals can better manage their presence and influence during interactions, whether in person or in virtual environments. Finally, a successful communication plan is not static, it requires regular evaluation and adaptation. Leaders should solicit feedback from their teams and stakeholders to identify areas for improvement. By remaining open to adjusting their approach and embracing new communication technologies, leaders can continuously enhance their effectiveness. This iterative process ensures that the leadership communication plan evolves to meet the changing needs of the team and organization, ultimately leading to greater success and influence in their roles. Assessing your growth and progress. Assessing your growth and progress in communication is crucial for any leader aiming to inspire and command respect. By regularly reflecting on your speaking engagements, you can identify areas of strength and those needing improvement. This self-assessment not only boosts your confidence but also enhances your ability to connect with your audience, whether in person or through virtual platforms. One effective method to evaluate your progress is through feedback. Soliciting constructive criticism from peers, mentors, or even your audience can provide invaluable insights. It's essential to be open to this feedback and to approach it with a growth mindset, recognizing that every piece of advice is a stepping stone toward becoming a more powerful communicator. Another key aspect of assessing your growth is setting measurable goals. By defining specific, achievable objectives, such as improving your storytelling techniques or enhancing your nonverbal communication skills, you can create a clear roadmap for your development. Regularly reviewing these goals ensures that you stay focused and motivated, allowing for continual improvement in your leadership presence. Additionally, recording your speeches or presentations can serve as a powerful tool for self-assessment. Watching or listening to yourself can reveal patterns in your delivery, tone, and body language that you may not notice in the moment. This practice can highlight both your strengths and areas that require attention, enabling you to refine your approach and enhance your executive presence. Finally, embrace the journey of growth as an ongoing process. Leadership communication is not a destination but a continuous evolution. By consistently assessing your progress and remaining committed to improvement, you not only elevate your own skills but also inspire those around you to pursue their development, creating a culture of excellence within your team. Inspiring others through your presence. Inspiring others through your presence is a powerful aspect of leadership that can significantly impact team dynamics and organizational culture. When you enter a room, your energy, demeanor, and confidence can set the tone for interactions that follow. This presence is not just about being physically there. It's about being fully engaged and aware of how your body language and communication style affect those around you. By embodying a strong presence, you can motivate others and foster an environment of collaboration and respect. To inspire effectively, it is essential to cultivate self-awareness and emotional intelligence. Understanding your own emotions and how they influence your behavior allows you to connect more genuinely with your audience. This connection is critical in public speaking and leadership as it helps build trust and rapport. When people sense that you are authentic and approachable, they are more likely to respond positively to your messages and be inspired by your vision. Nonverbal communication plays a significant role in how your presence is perceived. Factors such as eye contact, posture, and facial expressions convey confidence and authority. For women leaders, this can be particularly important in breaking down stereotypes and asserting their leadership roles. By mastering nonverbal cues, you can enhance your ability to inspire and lead effectively, ensuring that your presence commands respect in any setting. Storytelling is another potent tool in inspiring others through your presence. Sharing personal experiences or narratives that resonate with your audience can evoke emotions and create a lasting impact. When you weave stories into your communication, you not only hold attention but also make your message relatable and memorable. This technique is particularly effective in cross-cultural communication, where stories can bridge gaps and foster understanding among diverse teams. Finally, remember that inspiring presence is not limited to in-person interactions. In remote settings, your online presence can also inspire and motivate your team. Utilizing video calls effectively, maintaining eye contact, and being mindful of your body language can translate your presence into the virtual realm. By being intentional in how you present yourself, regardless of the medium, you can inspire action and foster a cohesive team spirit, no matter where your team members are located.